Okay, so today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Kemimoto S2 speaker that's in my 4Runner. A lot of you guys were asking about like what sort of stereo system or speaker I have in the back and what that square thing is hanging off my roll bar. So we're going to get into it. Alright, so let's talk about this just a little bit. So the Kemimoto S2. Some people are looking back there and like wondering what that is off the roll bar. That's the speaker itself. It's actually a side-by-side speaker. Works very good in here. The reason I settled on that is the original factory radio was gutted out of this vehicle along with the speakers on the doors. These were completely gutted on both sides. I haven't settled on putting speakers back in here because I got these doors on pins, so I can remove these doors. I don't want to deal with the wiring for it. I don't want to deal with the wiring for that. This makes a nice place for a switch panel for lights and stuff off-road. So I went ahead and I decided to get a side-by-side speaker for this. Now let me show you more about this. Good things about it. So it's got LED light strip on the back here, which works as a chase light. So off-road, if you know what a chase light is, you have your tail lights. You got your chase light up high. Tail lights, they can get obscured by dust coming off the wheels. This just gives it extra way. If somebody's following you, you're not going to get rear-ended. Just more lights, the better. You know, make sure people can see you on the trails. And then on this, it uses a cigarette lighter outlet. So if I left this stock, I probably could just run that wire all the way up front, hook it into the factory cigarette lighter socket, and be fine. But I wanted to keep things nice and clean in here, so I went ahead, ran it like that. Fits in here really well, super easy. So let's go ahead, turn it on, and I'll talk about the negatives of this speaker. Okay, let's talk about the speaker just a little bit more, coming from this side. So you can see it's right back there. Yep, nice job. So let's go ahead, turn on the vehicle. Sorry about the buzzing. They'll cut out here in a minute. Old Toyota things. So what I like about the speaker, well, it sounds pretty good. But that leads us into some of the problems I have with the speaker. So let me just go ahead and do this. Here's the problem. So on the speaker, every time you shut off the speaker, it goes back to display mode. So me, I like to leave it on red because it acts as a tail light. Extra tail light, I want it to stay on red. Unfortunately, the problem is you shut off the key, turn it back on, it goes back to display mode. So if I was going to change one thing about the speaker, I would change it so that way it's not on display mode all the time. You know, that way you can actually program it, leave it in like one setting. That would be super nice, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. So now, is it a absolutely perfect solution for a factory stereo? No, it's not absolutely perfect. Can I connect my phone and play my music? Absolutely. Does it have a few problems? Yeah, but for the price that I paid for that speaker back there, way cheaper than doing an actual factory radio. Super simple. If I want it out of there, it's just 4 bolts and a plug. Unplug it, pull it out. Not a big deal. Hopefully this hopefully this helped you guys kind of figure out, like, was it worth it? I think it was absolutely worth it, truth be told. Simple solution, does a job. So yeah, and it's pretty clean in here. You know, it just keeps things up and out of the way. So if this helps you guys make your got some sunlight in my eyes, if this helps you guys make your decision, hopefully it helped. I think it was a good purchase in my personal opinion. Yeah, I wish if you just like turn it to red, it would stay on red. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So anyhow, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, keep it real, and peace.